Hi everyone, this is Wendy. So I'm back on to do my next letter for Shabbydabbydooddah's 3-in-1 30 alphabet challenge, and I'll quickly show you. I didn't get enough time to actually put the last session one in, which was C for cardboard. So I have actually glued that in already into my book, and I glued this heart on there. I think these hearts turned out so lovely, and this one here I've just tied it to a paper clip and just stuck that pretty plain boring tag there. So that was my last go at it with the letter C. I'm still loving this page so much. Okay, so today's letter is D, and Tina has chosen decoupage, and I've done a little bit of prepping this time. I just got a few. I've got a few, what are they called? Napkins, serviettes. I've got a few serviettes out, and I've already taken the backing paper off them. I have a little bit of like tissue paper here, and also this one here is some tissue paper, and I've got some music sheet paper. Oh, what's this? Oh, I've got an envelope that I was sent in Happy Mail that's decorated on the inside. I thought I might like to put some colour on the outside. I've got some book page and just a few other bits of paper. This paper here is newsprint paper, so I've never decoupaged anything on that, so I might give that a go, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to try, and I've already got a mix of my PVA and water in here, and I thought I might try the way that Tina had done hers, and she got that from Sagita off YouTube. I love, Sagita makes some absolutely beautiful journals. So apparently you use some acetate, and I've got a piece here, and you actually glue the napkin onto here, and then you put it down where you want it and press it off, and this is apparently supposed to pull off. So I'm going to have a go at that. I'm not sure how I'm going to go. This one here, okay, I'm just having like a little, trying to work things out. I think I might like to put a little bit of green on that envelope. I know it's a pre-made envelope, but it was sent to me in Happy Mail, and I'm trying to use up things that the Happy Mail that I've got or been sent. Now this one here has actually, like, it's got little panels. So what I was thinking with this one is to back it onto some paper, maybe some music sheet paper, and cut those little panels out and have them as like little tags or something. Alright, so I've got that one organised, and the other one, not sure, let me think. I've got this, this is like a back cover from a book, but I really like it, and it's very old, and it's still got its little vintage smell to it. Maybe put some on and do one like Tina done, and then like fold it into a flip out, and you can just pop that in a pocket or something in your journal. Okay, well, I'm going to start with that. All right, so I've kind of like organised myself this time. Here's hoping. All right, so I'm going to put this on now for 30 minutes, start, and I'm going to get going. And I also plugged in my dry, my hot gun, just to, maybe I might have to dry them a bit fast. I don't think they're all going to dry in this time. You find something to put on here, something that's nice, isn't it, that napkin. And I've also got this one here. I think I prefer that one. Okay, so let's use some of this. I'm just going to cut a panel out, or cut out some of the pattern that I want. So I'll just go up around here. And back down this way. It's got a lovely little bead there. Okay, so maybe a bit too big. I'll try and keep that little bee there. And just come up this way a bit. Right, so I really think that's too big, because I just want some in either corner. So I'll just cut that off again. Maybe some there. Turn that round up there. I don't know, maybe something like that. Okay, so that's more or less where I want that to go. Now we put that there, and I think you have to turn that and do the back of it. Okay, let's just do it. I don't know if this is going to be right or not. I'll just move that one out of the road. So she starts from the centre and just goes out. And I'm not sure if this is the right way to go about this, but I think this is what she done. Okay, so that's on there, and then have I done that the wrong way? I don't know. Might just put that just about there, and then you just press it on. Well, that's pretty good. Like pressing it down that way, it takes out all the bubbles and everything. And because I haven't got a piece there. Oh look, I still got heaps of wrinkles. It wasn't wrinkled until I took it off. And just put a little bit more over there. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I done it wrong. When Tina done hers, it didn't look like she had many air bubbles or wrinkles in that at all. It might have been the way I took it off the paper. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so I can just wipe that off there. Alright, so that's the first one on just there. And maybe just a smaller piece up here. I'm just going to rip around this a bit and leave a little bit of that, the green in there. Okay. Righto, so let's try it again this time. So put that down onto there. Then start from the inside and go out. Okay, now turn that around. Where do I want this to go? Okay, I'm going to put it up there where I said the first time, and just press that down. Okay, it is a lot easier. It's not as messy as when you just do it normally. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Okay, and just put a gentle coat over the top of that. Make sure I haven't missed any of the corners. Okay. See that one there, this one here hasn't got one wrinkle in it at all. Maybe it's just practice, where this one here is all wrinkled up down there, but that's okay. I can work with the wrinkles. Alright, so I'll leave that over there to dry and keep going with this one here. So I'm going to cut this one and just cut a panel out. I mean a corner, not a panel, because they're all little panels. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one, back that right onto that there. Is that big enough? Or just, I think. Okay. I was just thinking maybe I could cut it now, but I won't. I'll just see how I go with this big one and do it like that. So start from the inside and go out. And I've ripped that one there already, but I think it's just the tissue paper itself. Oh no, I haven't ripped it, it's just the white part on the tissue paper. Oh, go outwards, that's right. So the acetate's not quite wide enough, but I think it'll be okay. Just see how I go. And I was thinking maybe my glue mixture might be a little bit too watery, but I'll still just go with it. Okay, so just a little bit more up here, I think. On the side. Alright, let's see how I go with this one. And I'll just back it on to this music page. And I want to try and get that right there. Okay, and now we just give it a good press. Okay, I really think I like this, this way of doing it. So I'm going to try and get it up. Okay, we're getting there. Well, yay! Okay, I like that. And that looks pretty good. So thank you, Tina, for showing us Sagita's method of doing this. Now, is there any parts of it that I can, yeah, just at the side here, I think. I mean around the edges. Yeah. So it works a lot better because the way I normally do it, I put a bit of glue down and then press the napkin on and then put a bit more glue down and try and get out all the wrinkles. But I've only got, on this one here, you can see I've just got like a couple of little wrinkles down here and over there, but that's okay. Alright, so I'll put that one over to the side to dry because that's my second one. And my last one, how long have I got to go? Oh, I've just turned that off. Oh, I hit that again. And I think I was, just before it went off, I was down to about 16 minutes. So I'll put 15 minutes on there and start again. I can't believe I hit that. And I put my clock, my phone over there so I don't hit it. Okay. So I'll either have not enough time or too much. Now I really like this, putting a bit of greenery over this one here. So might actually do it from this side here and leave the designer's name on there. So I'll rip this. So that one there, I've got a little bit of green. Okay, alright, so let's do this one. I think it's a bit yucky. I might just rip down this side here. And a little bit along the bottom up to that name. Okay, so put that on there and go from this, whoops, center out. Okay, so I've got that on there, and I'm going to place this onto my envelope. So press that down, and it's going to come off the envelope onto that paper a bit, so I'm not sure if that's going to be a nuisance for me or not. But this is so much better, like you can give that a really good press down. Don't tell me this isn't going to work. I've just been raving about how this works. Oh yeah, here we go. Maybe not wet enough. Okay, let's try here. Yeah, see, right on those edges. Oh, that's going to rip up. Let's see how I can... Ah, see, it's ripping up at the bottom too. Oh, what have I done wrong? Maybe I should have had cleaned my acetate a bit better. Okay, maybe I should have. So we'll just, yeah, because look, and I don't think I've put enough glue on there to tell you the truth, because that just feels damp, it doesn't feel wet. Okay, so bring that around, and I've ripped a bit there at the bottom, 2 bits at the bottom. Okay, so let's just put that back there. Alright, so maybe see, that doesn't feel wet at all like the other ones, so maybe keep your acetate a bit cleaner than what I was doing. I am going to go around this edge because that did start to pull up a bit, but there's no wrinkles, no creases on there. And I must have, yeah, look, I've ripped up a bit there. So I think I need to actually clean the acetate properly with the baby wipe. Okay. Alright, that just needs a nice dry. A little bit of rip there too. Alright, we'll pull that up. Okay, so that needs a dry too. While I'm here with this one, I have got this little stamp here as well. I'm just going to go around. On my clock it says 8 minutes, so I've still got a bit of time. I'm going to put that stamp on here, just here, and that can all dry together. There we go. Alright, so that can dry too now. Right, so that was pretty good using the acetate. I am going to try and give these a dry now so I can do a bit more work on them. Whoops. Glue all over my fingers and everywhere else. Mainly work with this one here, I think, because I want to cut this one up. So I'll just put them all here and give them a quick blow dry. Alright, I think I've got them dry enough to work with. So with this one here, I'll just move that envelope on. I'm just going to cut in between these little flowering panels. Grab a knife. There's that one. There. And cut this one. And cut this one off here. Right, oops. Put that back down there. This one's pretty dry. Well, it's dry enough to work with anyway for what I want to do, what I was thinking of doing. And just cut these up here to make them little, what have I got stuck on me? To make them individual little images. The part there's still a little bit damp. And this one just here. Alright, I've got about 3.5 minutes left. So, right, with this one, I did want to back it on some other paper. Let me see. Let's do it just on here. Glue, glue, glue. So, got that one, and this one here. I'll just do 2 of these little panels because then that's at least getting one of the things done. And we'll just cut around that. I think it might have been better if I put these on some cardboard, but that's okay. We'll just keep going. Right, now oops, I always scrunch them up, don't I? So on this, let me see which is the nice. That's nice. I'm going to punch a hole there and put a brad in it, not a brad, a eyelet. Quickly I'll put an eyelet in, just so you know where I'm going with this. That's still a bit wet. Okay. So, okay, so how cool is that? And then with this one here, you can just grab like a little bulb pin and have it hanging off the side of your journal. Okay, so that's the first one with the decoupage napkin. Now this one here, I've got what, 48 seconds. This one here, I was just thinking of doing a little bit of stamping on it. So just to jazz it up a little bit, and it's a nice blank side over here that you can write on with just that little imprint of the text behind it, and maybe just go around the edges. And I've got 4 seconds left. Oh, there I go. Alright, not quite finished. Dismiss. This seems to be getting harder and harder for me. So this one here, my idea was the same as what Tina had, that you just fold that into thirds for your journal, and it can just be placed in either like used on the side of the page with a what's it called? So it can be just used on the side of a page with a paper clip, or can be placed in a pocket. And I didn't quite get to finishing my envelope because it's really still wet. But it does look nice, doesn't it? That'll look nice in my journal when it dries. Okay, so this one, it wasn't really hard, but it was more time consuming, and I like that idea with that on there. That napkin really went into the background there, but it's got that nice little pop of colour up the top. And maybe I should have just put a bit more ink on this side here. And I just ripped it. Okay. Okay, so they're my 3 things for today. A still wet napkin, wet envelope, my little fold out page for my journal, and this one here. You can journal on the back and just hang it on the side of your page. And add some other little decoration to it if you wanted to. Alright, so that's it, guys. I am going to, when I come back on next time to do E, which is embossing, I will show you these properly finished. Okay, I think I'm getting slower and slower. But that actually wasn't too bad. Like, if you had to wait for this to dry, if you didn't have a heat tool, you still wouldn't be able to do it in the 30 minutes. Okay, so that does look nice, doesn't it? Nice green on that envelope. Okay, thanks everyone. Let me know if you're taking up the challenge too. I have been watching a couple of other ladies. Let me grab my list. I shall give them a shout out. So Shabbydabbydoodah is running this challenge, and I have been watching Joy Menis, 49 Dragonflies, Happy Crafters, DawnH Creates and Lil Crafty Nook. So they're the only ones I've come across so far by typing in the hashtag 3 in 30 alphabet. But like, if you're doing it, let me know so that I can go over and sub to you as well and watch what you're doing. They've been pretty good so far, the ones that I've seen, all very different. And I like subscribing to other YouTubers that, you know, are doing similar things to what I do. Okay, you all have a great day, and I'll catch you later. I'll show you what these look like at the start of my next video. Alright, bye bye.